Hello, and welcome to the last lesson of our factoring unit. We're going to be factoring quadratics with a leading coefficient other than 1. In order to be able to factor them, it's important that we know where they come from. Let's expand the product of these two binomials and watch what happens. If I use the distributive law, it would be 2x squared plus 8x minus 3x minus 12. If I collect like terms, that would be 2x squared plus 5x minus 12. Now it's very important that you understand where each of these terms came from, and then we'll be able to factor. We'll be able to do it backwards. You can see that the 2x squared came as the product of the first two numbers, and the negative 12 came as the product of the second two numbers. And then this central term, the 5x, came as the sum of these two products. That's very important. We're going to use that for factoring. Let's do one together. Let's factor 3x squared minus 7x plus 2. We're going to factor it into two binomial factors. The 3x squared, if we break 3 into its factors, we get 1 and 3, would be 3x and x. The 2, if we break it into its factors, which are 1 and 2, will either go like this or like this. And what you have to decide is placing them properly so that when we do the product of the outside terms and the product of the inside terms and add them together, we get that central term. And you can see this would be the best way to do it. If I had x minus 2, then this product would be negative 6x. And if I had 3x minus 1, then this product would be negative 1x. And the sum of those would be negative 7x. And that's how you factor these trinomials with a leading coefficient other than 1. Let's multiply our two binomials back out just to make sure we've done it correctly. If I take 3x minus 1 times x minus 2 and multiply them out, 3x times x, 3x squared minus 6x minus 1x plus 2. And you can see I've done it correctly. 3x squared minus 7x plus 2. Here's another one we can do together. We know it's going to factor into two binomials. We look at the factors of the constant. That would be 3 and 1, or negative 3 and 1. We look at the factors of our first term, and we would have 1, 2, 4. And we have to arrange them so that we can produce that central term. Let's try 4x and x, and then a 1 and a 3, and see if we can produce a central term of positive x. What if we went negative 3x and a positive 4x? So I would have 4x minus 3x. And you can see that will produce positive x. Let's try another one together. 2x squared plus 11x plus 12. We make our brackets for our two binomial factors. We break this number into its factors, 1 and 2. And then we break the constant into its factors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. And then we have to arrange them so that we can produce that central term. Let's start here, 2x and an x. And now which of these factors can I use, and how can I arrange them so that I'll get a product there and a product there that add up to 11? How about if I do this? A 3 there and a 4 there. Now you can see I have an 8x and I have a 3x, an 8x and a 3x, and those add up to 11x. Let's again multiply this one out to check our work. We said it factored into 2x plus 3 times x plus 4. Let's distribute that out. 2x squared plus 8x plus 3x plus 12. And you can see when we collect like terms that we've done it properly. 2x squared plus 11x plus 12. Let's do another one together. This time, pause the video and see if you can do this one on your own, and then see what I do. I'm going to break it into two binomial factors. I'm going to factor that leading coefficient 1, 2, 4. I'm going to factor that constant 3 and 1, or negative 1, negative 3, and I somehow have to produce that 4. I think I'm going to start with the constant this time. Have a 1 and a 3, and then if I have a 2x and a 2x, I think I can produce the 4 like this. That will give me a negative 2x, and that will give me a positive 6x. 6x minus 2x is going to leave me with the 4x. Remember, with all of these, we should multiply them out to check. Let's multiply this one out. 2x minus 1 times 2x plus 3. 2x times 2x gives me the 4x squared. 2x times 3 gives me 6x. Negative 1 times 2x gives me negative 2x. And negative 1 times 3 gives me the negative 3. And so I have 4x squared plus 4x minus 3, and I know I've done it correctly. Now, as always, here are 3 to try on your own, and the answers are on the notes sheet.